Hello, everyone. I am echoing something fierce today. How is everyone out there? I have no idea why I'm echoing so bad today. Good morning, Katie. How are you? So I am working on my Drunkard's Path quilt for the Missouri Star birthday bash that I have been working on. I gotta see if I can reduce some of this echoing. It is really gonna drive me bonkers. Oh, I think I fixed it, or at least toned it down. To do some of this, I do have to stand up. So, still sleepy, need coffee. I'm with you. Now, I had started, I was thinking about moving this to 5 p.m. in the afternoon, but I was up today and I forgot my drink. Um, I was still awake and I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and have my 8 o'clock and we'll just go ahead and do it today. Let's see what happens. Um, you know, so here we are. I know sometimes when I'm tired, this ends up being more of a divorce court session with that divorce lawyer. So I've divided up some of my pieces. I'm not sure I'm happy with them, so I may rearrange them. Um, I don't know that I quite like them. My darks and my lights. Um, I'm not a super flower person, and there are quite a few flowers. So I don't know. Um, anyways, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, we got some cute little duckies too. So, um, we're gonna go ahead. I gotta kind of stand up to do part of this. Um, to cut this, just because the way the cutting goes. And if I do that right, ta-da! Good morning, Darnell. How are you? Welcome. Okay, that one was pretty easy. We'll do a couple of them. Make sure that we have 2, 4. We need 8, just so that we can have a set. Let's do the other ducks. I have some other ducks here. Let's see, I did these ducks, and then we'll do these. Hi Nancy, how are you? It would be better if I wasn't working. I'm with you. I totally understand that. I just got off work not that long ago, so I understand. Okay, so I actually follow Miss Jenny's the way she did hers. Now I don't do the exact pattern she does, but I do her 8.5, and there's solid lines and dotted lines, and you follow the solid 8.5 line right there, and the dotted line is your 1/4 inch line. So I go right there on the solid line. I put it right there at my pinked edge. And then you don't have to put this here, but I kind of do just as a guide. Hi Lisa, how are you? Just so that I know where I'm going. And so then I just cut, and I cut just a little bit past there so that I know. And then I just, you got to keep constant pressure going in the little curve there. And then this is where having a curving mat works really good. Sometimes you don't get it right there, and you lightly pull. And I do 2 at a time. I don't do more than 2 at a time, just because that could get complicated. I think, I mean, I don't think, you know, some people can do 4 at a time, 5 at a time. For myself, I think 2 at a time is fine. I think any more than that, sometimes the fabric slips. But I have peripheral neuropathy, and I already have issues with knowing how much pressure I've got pulled down on the, pushed down on the template. So and then one more. A little 8.5 again. Line it back up. My other in its little corner. Ooh, we didn't even have any little edges to clean up there. I am making a drunkard's path. I have a little bit, oops, wrong direction. I have one up in the corner there on my wall. It was actually I was scared of the curves, but it actually was way easier than I had anticipated. Okay. So. All right. Oof. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Those are horrible. I've only ever had to deal with those one time, but my husband has had them a couple of times. Okay, so There they are. Okay. So I don't do crazy pinning, but I do fold and pin once. I make the little crease. Can I lay the rulers down together? Yeah, like this. I got them at Missouri Star. I don't exactly remember the cost. I'm sorry. There's in the description box, there's actually, I have a link. And right now, if you use my link, it's 15% off. And actually, I think rulers are on sale right now. And then it's 15% off in addition to whatever sale price they've got going on for their birthday bash. They got big deals going on right now. This template was way easier. I've been wanting to do this because I've been wanting to do the circles because I think the circles look so cool. Does that not look cool? The corner piece is bigger because when it fits together, so I'll show you. Because when it cuts out, so it's bigger because when you actually sew, when it actually sews, you lay it down like this, and when you actually sew it, you bring this corner over, and when you actually sew it, it kind of brings the seams together so that it fits. And I'm actually going to sew this in just a second. So you take each of the pieces and you make a little crease right here in the middle. And so this is my light, and this one is my dark. And I'm going to lay them right sides together. And I'm going to put a pin right here in the middle. And I'm going to do the same over here. I've creased it right here in the middle. And I've creased my light one in the same spot. And I'm going to pin it. Love your nails. I am so not manicure pedicure type. I use my hands too much and my feet. So they actually really need to be done. They're a quarter of an inch long. I actually pulled one, stubbed it, and I can feel that it's time for them to get done. So my little ducks here, we're gonna crease the center there, and find my little duck pieces here. And this is its light piece. And this will make basically one, I don't know, I don't want to say quadrant. I guess it's one block because it takes 4 of them to make a block. which makes this circle for the pattern that I'm doing. And I mean, you can do tons of different patterns with this. But I really wanted to do a circle. I figured if I was going to learn to do a curve, I really wanted to do a circle. I'm going to move these out of our way right here. And then I am out of pins of my little duck there. I mean, my little chicken. Okay. And then all right. 3 more to go, and then we're going to start sewing. And that's where the magic happens. And so I actually thought about getting one of those, and I actually have one on my other sewing machine, was the 1/4-inch foot that has the little bar so that you can't get off, to move out of the way of it actually blocks you from coming out of the 1/4-inch. But I got really lazy the day that I did this, and I didn't end up pulling it out because it's in the spare room. And I ended up doing this without it and found that it was way easier than I thought. You just have to go slower. Okay, last 2. So fold, crease the center, fold your dark, crease the center, pin it, move it out the way. You need to practice your woosaw. Pin, I mean, crease, not pin, crease, fold, fold. So that's the problem when your nails start to get a little long and it's time to see the nail lady. No, I ran out of pins again. Okay. Tiffany made her own template last night. Her circle was one color, but the squares were different colors. That's awesome. I feel like I never get caught up, although I did start, I don't get to watch everybody's videos as much as I feel like I used to. But I did start hormone therapy, and I know a lot of people are against it, but I have what they call work shift disorder, and I don't get it enough sleep as it is. My sleep is disrupted. And so some days I'm lucky if I get 3 to 4 hours a day. And then I was having the night sweats and I was struggling, and I finally went to my doctor and I was like, help me. And so we put me on hormone therapy, and while I still woke up at 2 p.m., which is an unrealistic time to be getting up for me. It's like a normal person waking up at 2 a.m. I didn't wake up because of a night sweat. I just woke up, I think, because my body's used to waking up at that time. Okay, let me see if I can adjust this so that you guys can see what's going on over here. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So let's see. All right. So you take each corner and you take it and you bring it up to the end here. So you've got the corner there, right? And don't worry about all this extra mess right here. And you just flatten it out right there for the next stitch. So you get it over here and you get it under the machine. Let's see if I can keep my fingers out of the way. Drop it down. Get the first stitch. And I dropped my machine speed down so that I didn't go too fast. And then I back stitched a stitch. Just to make sure it was in there. And then I just keep the pieces together all the way through the process. I can keep my fingers out the way. Of course, I just pulled my pin out. Hopefully this still works like it's supposed to, seeing as the pin popped out before it was supposed to. Then pull that out of the way, and then just keep going around. And if it worked out, your cloth should be close to the same at the very end here. And this is if you don't have long nails, a stiletto comes in real handy at the end. But I do have long nails, my nice long fake nails. And then I do a couple of back stitches at the very end. Just a couple. And let's see how good of a job I did. Okay. Then you just iron that out. So let me bring it up here so you guys can see. So it may be a little off at the top here, but remember you have that whole 1/4 of an inch seam that you have allowed when you cut it to begin with. So you just have to be a little more slower when you first do it. That is great news, Nancy. That is awesome. I am so happy. We're going to go to the next one. And I think the hardest part is this first part because it gets a little fiddly. Because it doesn't like to, the cloth doesn't naturally want to fold this way. Whoops, went too far. Oh, come on. Biscuits. Hit the button and it didn't hit back. There we go. It didn't like me. When the needle actually stays in place, it looks more like a curve. Versus what it did the first time around. And then, like I said, at the end here, this is a good time for a stiletto, but I just use my finger, or my fingernail, I should say. And if I did it right, we should have a nice circle again. Or curve. It's not quite a circle. Let's go ahead and throw these up there. Okay. Like I said, sometimes it just doesn't want to go where you try to put it. Good morning, June. How are you? And I watched tons of videos before I did this, and people glued, and some people like used a ton of pins. And now look here, I am super accident prone, and I could just see myself bleeding all over the fabric, and I was like, yeah, that's what I'm not gonna do. Some people had so many pins, it was unreal. I was like, yeah, I could not see me using that many pins. I mean, I saw this one, it must have had 20 pins in it. I was like, yeah, that's not happening. um, and then I saw some glue ones, and I thought, well, you know, I might do that. But in the end, I'm kind of lazy. And so it ended up, like I said, I ended up doing it the most simplest way. And you just have to be a little slower. Um, with it, and that's all. I am not the fastest sewer anyway, so it works out really well for me. You know, now that I've done these, I can't believe I was so scared to do them. You know, it's funny the things we're scared to try until we try them, and then we're like, why was I so worried? I guess the flowers aren't too bad. I don't know. There's a lot of flowers. Um, and I'm not a huge flower person. And I know that I'm going to put borders around the blocks. I have not decided what color. I don't think black, you know, my usual black will go good with this. I'm not sure that I have some white. I have some off-white. I don't think those will go. I have some gray. I don't like gray either. I have some turquoise. I haven't decided. So now these aren't necessarily going to go in this order. I'm just making the blocks now. I'll rearrange them and before I sew the blocks together. Hi Sarah, how are you? I cannot believe I forgot something to drink today. What shame on me. I don't even have a spare bottle of water. Oh no, I do. I always do. I knew I had one. I always have a bottle of water because I've been in here. I've actually been in here the last couple of days. I'm working on this project, so I knew I had some water in here. I am good. We are overcoming our fears this week. So, and stabbing ourselves with needles. This is why I don't like to pin. But I'm not a fan of clipping either because I think clips are bulky. I would rather pin over clips unless I'm doing binding or paper piecing. Foundation paper piecing because you need the paper, you need the clips for paper piecing. You can't really get away with pinning. It's just too thick of a project. might end up a little short on this one. I'm telling you, we can't never have a session without the divorce lawyer ever. Let's see how short that is. Yeah, we definitely need the divorce lawyer for this one. And you know, I misplaced him. My favorite divorce lawyer. I think he's in my actual travel bag, I think is where he is. But, you know, it wouldn't be alive with me if we didn't at least get my favorite co-host, the divorce lawyer, out. So, and this is the cheap one. This is the what is that? What's the word I'm looking for? The lawyer that does it for free. This is the one that came with my machine. It's small. It makes my hand cramp. Okay. Yeah, I see where I messed up. Punched right there. I probably looked up and was talking too much. I see where I messed up. Okay. All right. I'm gonna press it out and re-put my little pieces, just because I haven't been doing this long enough to like throw it back up there and have at it again. So I'm gonna repress my little stuff and repin it. And okay. And because these were pre-cuts, I of course didn't start, so we might have some shredding going on. All right. Not bunch up. That's what happened last time. Everybody got quiet in there. Either everybody's doing their own thing or they got really into concentrating on what I was doing. That's never good. All right, this time we're going to be good. We're right to the end. And if we had short nails, we would use a stiletto, but we don't need it. Back tack just a little bit. My baby is distracting me. She's crying now. Aw, that is such a great time. All right, so there we go again. We got another little, and that one's gonna go right there. I think she'll be walking soon. She's definitely showing signs of it. That's awesome. I definitely miss that age. And of course, all my grandchildren are over that age. So, yeah, my favorite ages. Let's see. Let's see. I have enough for one more. Okay, one more block. Right? There's no way I could have held a job, done this, and had little ones in the house. There's just absolutely no way I could have done it. Of course, when I had little ones in the house, I had multiple jobs, so all right, so we got that started. We're gonna back tack just to keep that stitch there, just because the curve. I don't normally do that on blocks, but because of the curve. And then because of the way this is, it's fiddle with it. All right. And then around the curve we go. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. You got to be careful because it'll fold up underneath here. So you just go around and make sure you flatten out your piece as you go around. That's what happened last time when we had to get the divorce lawyer out, is it had curved up under, causing it to shorten out. Whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to shake y'all up. And then it made it too short when we got to the end. It'll also cause a ruffle in it. If it doesn't shorten it, it'll cause a ruffle and then it won't look pretty. All right, whoops. Pull it. I work from home, so it's a lot easier than if I had to go to work. Oh yeah, that probably does make it much easier. But still, work is work. See, I actually caught a little bit of it. I didn't straighten it out quite enough right there and got a little bit, not enough that I'm gonna get the seam ripper out, but it's not quite as flat as I would like it, but yeah, that is good that she gets to be home and not miss out on her. Okay. I don't know what my machine thought it was doing just then. It didn't act like it wanted to go anywhere. Straighten it out. Make sure I don't get a ruffle there that I don't need. That one worked out much better. 2 more to go, and then we'll end it for today. Okay. Let's tell you, these first pieces don't never want to get together. Okay. All right. And I think even though I said to go slow, I think even I'm going a little bit faster as I get a little more comfortable making these. Bye, June. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. That may not quite be as dark a light and dark as I thought it was. I have a meeting in a few minutes. You too. I think I'm going to switch this last block up. I think those are both too lights. So I think I'm going to end this too because I think these are both lights. So I'm going to switch this block up. So with that, I'm going to end it today. You guys all have a wonderful day. You guys go out there, find some fabulous fabric, make some gorgeous quilts. Try not to spend too much time with that divorce lawyer, and I'll see you guys next week. You guys have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me.